Hello all, my name is Abdurrahman and in this video I am going to talk more on inserting data into the tables. So in the last video we have inserted all of this data, like here we have inserted this whole table. Okay, so I have inserted, as we know that how we can insert if we don't know the meter also. For example, if we don't know the storage limit, how many can store, then we can give only pen drive id and the pen drive company. We have also done like that. So we have set up everything, like we have created the table and then we have inserted the data into the table. After that we have given select artist from pen drive, which means it's going to describe the table. We can actually see the table. So as you can see here, all of them is working fine. We have one Sony and it has 16 GB. Another one is 2. It's a what would say its primary key is 2 and its pen drive company is HP. And as you can see here, if you notice here, we have HP 2 times and then we have the same number 4 and 4. Okay, so here also you can see here we have pen drive ID is 2 and the pen drive company is HP and the pen drive storage is 4 GB. But here again at the fourth one is its pen drive ID is 4 and its company is HP same and its storage limit is 16. So here it's not showing us error because it's differentiating the difference between these two pen drives with the primary key. As you can see here, we have 2 and HP we have 2, which means its primary key is 2 and its company from the HP and it has storage limit of 4. But here also we have same, but the primary key is 4. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to make some more easier for making this table, for inserting the data into the tables. Some easy way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this table. Okay, so for that I will be giving is drop. Okay, and drop the table. We will be giving table. After that, which table we want to drop, which means which table we want to delete. Drop is a keyword which is used for deleting the table or deleting that column or whatever it is. So here I'm going to use drop for deleting the table. So that's why I have given drop and then table. We have to delete the table, and now I will be using here is drop table is there, and now I will be giving pen drive. After that this one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and then run this program. As you can see here, it's showing success and rows affected is 0 because we have deleted the table. Okay, if we click here and run this program again, it's showing us unknown table, select.pendrive drop table. It's showing that there are no tables for deleting. Okay, so and then what I will do is if I click here on the values here, it's showing that there is no table for inserting the data into the table. So what we are doing is we are inserting the data without the table. So it has to be stored in the table, but we don't have any table. So that's why it's showing us the failed. So now we have dropped the table, and now we are going to use the method for inserting the data into the tables. So before doing that, before learning about how to insert the data in the easy way, I want to talk about is null and not null. So here I'm going to remove is this drop table pen drive. Okay, so now what I will do is, so here we have is pen drive ID and then pen drive company and pen drive storage, all of this. But here in the pen drive company I am going to add is not null. So okay, so here what this means is not null, which means that this column, this pen drive company is not going to be the empty. So okay, as you can see here, we have pen drive ID, we have all of them like 1 2 3 4 5 6 5, and then we have pen drive company. Okay, so what we have done is, before, if you go back in the video, what we have done is, we have here, we have removed, we have pen drive ID and we have pen drive company, and we said that we don't know what is the storage limit of Kingston pen drive company. Okay, Kingston pen drive company. But what we can, instead of that place, instead of the storage limit, what it was is null. Null means it can be empty. Okay, so what I have given is, instead of here pen drive company is there, I have given is Kingston, which means Kingston is there. So what I have done here is pen drive company not null, which means this column is not going to each every row, and in this column is not going to be the empty, otherwise it's going to show us the error. I want to do one more thing here, is that I will be adding one more thing known as unique. So here the, what is the unique means is, the here the unique is that pen drive storage and int unique. Like as we have here, we have 16 GB for Sony pen drive and HP for 4 GB, Kingston for 8 GB and HP 16 GB again. Let's take it as 4 GB, and then we have SanDisk again 32 GB. So here we have these two same. Okay, these two numbers, these two GBs are same. So if it's, if both of them are same, example, then it's going to reject that. So now I'm going to run this program. So I will be clicking on the create table somewhere here, and then I'm going to run this program. It's showing us is success. Okay, and then it's showing rows affected, which means the table has created. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to insert the data into the table. So for that I'm going to click here and run this program. Okay, so it's showing us is rows affected 1, and then I'm going to click here for describing that. So we have pen drive ID is 1, which is a primary key, and pen drive company is Sony, and the pen drive storage is 16. But here what I am going to do is, instead of pen drive ID we have pen drive company, these both of them, right? Pen drive company. So instead of Kingston, I will be giving is, will be removing this one, right? So I have removed that. We have pen drive ID, pen drive company, and the pen drive storage. So instead of that, I will be giving is 8 GB. Okay, and that is, I will be giving 8, and then I will be removing this one. Okay, so which means we have not given the, which means that it's not going to be the null. So I will be running this one, and it's showing us correct. And now I will be clicking here and run this program. We have Sony 16 and HP 4, which is the fourth, which has 4 GB. Okay, and one more thing I forgot here is that I have not added null. So I will be doing is comma, and now I will be using null. If you notice here, we have, while creating the table, I have given that pen drive company should not be null. It should not be, that column should not be empty, right? And what I have done here is, I have given the pen drive company should be null. So now let's run this program and check whether what will happen. Run it. It's showing column pen drive company cannot be null. Okay, it cannot be null because we already defined that we don't want this column to be null. Okay, so let's click here and run this one. It's showing 1 Sony and 16 GB pen drive. So and if you notice here, I have given this pen drive storage int unique. So which means that pen drive storage should be unique. And what I have done is, if you notice here, we can do that, and which is this one. Okay, so if you see the second one here, this line, what I have done is, I have given the primary key is 2, HP is HP only, and this is the fourth. So what we have given is pen drive storage cannot be same, it should be uniquely. So what I have done is I have given 4 and 4 here. So now I'm going to run this program. Click here and run it. It's showing duplicate entry for the 4 for the key pen drive storage. Why it's showing is because I have added here is pen drive storage and int unique, which means that pen drive storage is an whole number and it should be unique. So I'm going to click here is and then I'm going to run this program. As you can see here, it's showing already as it is. It has not inserted this one because we have given here null. So it has said that it cannot be null. After that we have this 4, 12th line, there we have 4 4 4 has 3 4, which means they cannot be same, they cannot be duplicate, so it should be unique. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drop this pen drive table. So for that I will be giving is here again drop table. Yeah, and now I will be giving which table I want to drop is pen drive table, pen drive. And now we'll be running this program. As you can see here, it's showing its success, which means the table has been dropped, it has been deleted. So now what I want to show is, so here these are this not null and unique are known as constraints. So here we have the primary key, which is going to define which is uniquely going to define the specific row. So here we have not null. I am going to remove this not null and this unique. And now what I want to add is a default value. Okay, like for example, we have pen drive ID. Here we have pen drive ID, pen drive company, and the pen drive storage. But the first one, pen drive ID, is the first, and then we have pen drive company, which is the Sony, and the third one is 16 GB. So for example, we want to set a default value, which means that, for example, you are a person and I am a person. What you have done is you have not given the information about the storage. So in that place, I want to give the default, like it is not decided or something. So in the pen drive storage, and here I will be giving is default. We have a default. Okay, now we have default, and I will be removing these brackets, and here I will be creating is single quotes, and in the single quotes I will be giving is unknown. Okay, so now I have given that pen drive storage. Okay, insert into the pen drive values everything we have, and unknown, which means that what I am going to do here is that I will be removing this 16, and when I am inserting the data I will be removing the 16, and then I will click here and describe the table. I want to see the table. At that time it will be showing as this unknown, which means the table nobody has entered its storage. So I am going to create this table again because I have dropped the table. So I will be running this program. I will click somewhere here, and now invalid default value for pen drive storage is table. Let's do one thing again, drop this table. Drop table, and then in the pen drive. So now I will be running this program. Okay, it's saying we don't have any this one, so it's not coming unknown. So let's do one thing. Instead of giving here like this, I will be giving here is in the brackets. And now let's run this program. So it's also not coming. Run it again, and now it's showing us this that success, which means it's working. The table has been created table pen drive already exists, which means it has been created. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this one, insert into pen drive values. So the first one is I'm going to remove the 16 and save it and insert the values in the table. Column count does not match count at all. So let's run it again. Let's see whether what's the error. And oh, we forgot one thing, that is here we forgot to add here beside pen drive I forgot to add is pen drive ID and the pen drive company. So in the brackets, as we have done before, we will be adding is pen drive ID. Beside that I will be giving is pen drive company. Okay, and now I have removed this one, I have given values, and now let's insert this one. Click here and run it. Incorrect interval unknown for column pen drive. We are getting this. Okay, we want is int. So instead of int, let's do is we will be giving them in the varchar. Let's give for varchar, and again I will be giving here is 20 characters, and now I will be giving here is instead of that pen drive storage is okay. So now let's run it. Click here and run this program and run it. It's showing no results again. So what we have done, the pen drive ID and the pen drive company. Okay, the first one is int, and let's do one thing. I will be dropping this table. Drop and then table. Drop table pen drive. And now let's run this program, which has been dropped, it has been deleted. So now I am going to do is I am going to run this program, create the table. Run it. Okay, it's showing rows affected is 0, and now I will run it. So the first one we have given pen drive ID and pen drive company, and run it. It's showing it. Okay, and now I will be clicking here and run this one. It's showing now. As you can see here, it was showing the error because we have given there like the pen drive storage we have given varchar and we have given them unknown. So the mistake was that instead of varchar we have given int, and in that after that we have given unknown. So what we have said is we will be giving int, and then we have given the varchar variable character. Okay, we have given the character, so that's why it was not coming. So as you can see here, it's showing the pen drive ID is 1 and the pen drive company is Sony, and the pen drive storage unknown because we have set it to default if we don't know the pen drive storage limit. So these are the constraints that we have used. So now what I want to show is I want to remove this one, and I will be deleting this table again, drop and then table, drop table. After that I will be giving each pen drive. Okay, and run it. As you can see, it's working and it's showing us success. I want to show you one thing. So the thing is that as you can see here, I have given insert into pen drive, and then I have to insert this into the pen drive table, and I want to insert pen drive ID, pen drive company, and then values. Okay, so here every time what we are giving is we are giving here the primary key. Its primary key is 1 2 3 4. So in SQL, what we can actually do is we can auto increment, which means it's going to fill the primary key in the database itself. So for that I will be giving is auto increment, and then I will be using is I will be removing this one, pen drive ID, pen drive company, and instead of pen drive ID, I will be giving is, right, whatever is there, we have pen drive storage. Okay, so here pen drive storage, pen drive storage. Okay, after that I will be removing this one. Okay, and I will be giving here is Sony is there, and I have to give the pen drive storage. I have to give the pen drive storage how much it is. So we have 16 GB of pen drive storage for the Sony. So in that, for that I will be using that, because here I have given is varchar. That's why I need to use here is 16. I will be writing that in the different words. So I will be giving is 16. Okay, so now I will be removing all of these from here, and now I will be copying this whole line, copy this, and now I am going to paste it here only, and insert into pen drive company, pen drive storage values, and instead of Sony, and the second one is HP1, that is HP. It has how many GB? It has 4 GB. So I will be writing that in the words only, 4. And now I am going to run this program. So for that I will be creating the table. It's showing as is rows affected is 0. After that I will be clicking on the here, the first one I'm going to insert this one. It's showing rows affected is 1, success. It's working and it has been inserted, and we have to insert the second one, and it has been inserted. And now what I'm going to do is select, click here and run this one. As you can see here, I have not filled the primary keys, which are like 1 2 3 4 whatever. Okay, so it's because I have given here auto increment, which is going to fill the pen drive ID primary key like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Like for example, if you have a big database, big table, like it has a pen drive ID till 1000 example, and now what you will do, you will be filling all of those, right? So that's not needed. So in that case you can use here is auto increment, which is going to fill everything, which is going to fill the pen drive ID, okay, which is going to fill the primary key. So that's all. These are all the constraints that we are going to that we have used in SQL. Okay, so anyhow guys, that's all for this video. So these are all of the some of the constraints that we have used, like auto increment, we have used unique and default, everything. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video, and thanks for watching this video, and I will be seeing you guys in another tutorial. Thanks for watching, and thank you, bye bye.